My name is Alan Roberts. Really quick video today on basically how to start managing your hunger. We're going to do a whole series about this. Before we get to that, head over to damncollective.com. We have our coaching on special. We have 3 tiers of our coaching now. We have just a hunger management accountability group that you can join. You have access to our app. You can run any of our programs for a monthly charge and be a member of the joint group support communication. There's 2 video Q&As that you are interactive with me weekly for that. There's also the accountability coaching, which is monthly conference calls, individual conference calls, and then it is communication adjustments, that sort of thing. And then there's our full coaching, which is daily communication, weekly video conference calls. We help a person change their lifestyle bit by bit by bit. So if those are applicable for you, please do check those out. But for right now, I wanted to talk to you about just one of the first steps you need to start managing your hunger, and that's entering the world of fucking reality. We actually need to start being very realistic with the shit we eat. Now, I am not saying that there are good and bad foods. I am saying that there are foods that are nutritious for us and foods that are just for enjoyment. Can foods be delicious for you and healthy? Absolutely. But can foods that are normally very, very, very delicious for you and highly processed be good for you? Almost never. That's the thing. We need to start actually taking a look at what we're eating and see why we're eating it. If you've somehow convinced yourself that you having breakfast involves you eating in any way the word cake or anything like that, you are already defeating yourself. You need to be realistic that that is fucking cake. You just absolutely do. Eat that some other time, eat it on a holiday, something like that, but it is not for a daily consumption. You can't start your day with cake and expect to be healthy. You have to be realistic. You also need to be realistic with yourself. If there is a food item that you have a hard time controlling, you might want to try to find a way to not be around it. I am perfectly open and honest in saying I joke around about the fucking peanut M&M thing all the time, but it's a very real thing. I would never, ever eat them unless they were handed to me by my mother. That's the only way. If I walk into a business meeting and there's a candy dish of peanut M&Ms on the desk, I will ask the person I'm having the meeting with to remove them for me because I have a hard time with them. They fuck with me. I'm realistic with myself about that. You need to start being very realistic with your relationship with food. If you want to actually have control over your hunger, you need to realize that maybe if I eat this item first thing of the day, it makes me hungrier. Be aware of how things make you feel after you eat them. Does it make you feel satiated? Does it make you feel hungry a couple hours later? I don't think anybody that can tell me that I can eat a donut and have it not make me hungrier later. It's sugar and processed flour. It's just fucking reality. So just be realistic with yourself. If you actually want to be able to control your hunger, if you actually want to be able to control your weight on a long-term basis, you kind of need to be able to control what goes in your mouth. And for that, you need to control your hunger. That's just fucking reality. So you need to be realistic about the shit you're putting in your mouth. So that's your first assignment. If you really want to start managing your hunger, start accepting the fact that processed carbohydrates and sugar should probably be looked at as only treats. Those are just treats. They're not actually sustenance. They don't do anything nutritionally for you, but oftentimes make you want other food. That's all. So it's not saying you should ingest those sometimes just for celebration or to help you avoid eating other items, maybe a little sweet thing occasionally for you. You're one of those people that can have that and it satiates you. I have something sweet normally every couple days. I taste something sweet in the evening before I go to bed. I don't eat it until before I go to bed because I don't want to be hungry all day long because I know that those things make me hungry, just like they probably make you hungry too. And you should accept that. If you want to be able to go through your day and not be hungry all the fucking time, you need to control your hunger. So therefore you can't be eating things that make you hungrier. So you just need to be realistic with yourself. Realistic with what you can actually say no to, realistic with the foods that make you hungrier, and actually enter the world of reality where you can't actually eat cake for fucking breakfast and try to be healthy. That's just my 2 cents. We're gonna have a bunch more of these. Hit me up just about anywhere that will still allow me on their fucking platform. Goddamn.